And we are alive. Yet again, it's a miracle. Here again, this is a miracle that we are alive again. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that everyone is here. Oh, who didn't comb their hair before they came on camera? Oh my gosh, look at that. Anyway, hi. Hi, ladies. We have Melinda and Tori and Maria and Antoinette. And I think a couple of more women are going to join us. I'm just pleased as punch because some of you guys don't know, but my background is television news. And so all my life, I've been under deadlines, right? Deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. So I think I came up with this idea to go live and talk about our Thanksgiving dinners. Probably, I think Sunday night or Monday morning or whatever. So here I am. And thank you so much for you guys humoring me. So I will be reading from my script because I can't remember this stuff. I don't know about you guys, but let's see. Oh, tonight's the night, lovies. Here we go. Welcome to a special live edition of the Ageless Glamour Girls Podcast. This is our pre-Thanksgiving Ageless-Chatfest. And yeah, I love the title. What's cooking? Good looking. So yeah, we're just here. If you don't know us, Ageless Glamour Girls, we salute, empower, embrace all the things women 50 plus on their ageless aging journey. And you know what? I just thought about something. I was supposed to have my picture singular, but it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, on this ageless aging journey, and we talk all things aging, and nothing is off limits. I'm so glad you guys are here. So yeah, so that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And so I'm so glad that that I said, okay, let's do this. So we're going to talk about all things Thanksgiving on the table, and yeah, I don't know. Right off the bat, are you guys team dressing or team stuffing? I'm just curious.
Dressing.
Dressing. Yeah, I'm dressing. I'm dressing. Yeah. Look at Maria's like, I don't know. What do you call it, Maria? Dressing, stuffing?
Well, if I'm shoving it in a bird, it's stuffing.
I have never shoved anything in a bird.
If it's served as a side dish, it's dressing.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. That is so true, Maria. So, so I want to know, what is the one dish that you absolutely have to have on the table for Thanksgiving?
I'm not starting. I'll wait.
I love one thing that I have to have on my dish is a sweet potato pie. My grandmother used to make the best sweet potato pie that right now, if it's not Thanksgiving or the holidays without a sweet potato pie, it don't feel right. That's
wow. And no pumpkin pie. You're not a pumpkin pie girl.
No.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Sweet potato pie.
Yeah, sweet potato pie all the way. And let me turn back for a second, guys, because that's Tori. We didn't do introductions. Tori Anna Edwards. And I'm so sorry about this. Tori, give me your brief introduction.
My brief introduction? Oh, hi. my name is Toriana Edwards. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois.
My hometown.
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised here. I'm so thankful that I got a chance to be part of the ageless community, being 55 years old. So I made it by 5 years.
She's the youngin' in the group.
Yes, ma'am. Just a little brief thing. I mostly just small business. I used to do cake decorating. Now I went into a small business called Plexus that's all about your gut health. And that's about it. Crucial. Married with kids.
Married with children. Okay. I'm sorry about this. I'm so sorry. Melinda, quick, briefly introduction. Because remember, this is going to be on audio also. So I need people to establish the voices.
Okay. Melinda Renzavello, and I'm a returning Ageless Glamour Girl. I did the my first chapter with Marquita and the lovely ladies, and I've already written my next chapter. I just have to edit a little bit. I was a teacher for 43 years. I come from New York, and I've been down here in Naples, Florida now for about 20 years. It's paradise. I love it here. And now I do image consulting for an upscaled boutique, a consignment shop, and it's really lots of fun to work with women, empower them, and help make them beautiful.
Right, which is where we met at the consignment shop.
That's where we met.
Who doesn't love a consignment shop? Good consignment shop. Thank you so much. And Antoinette, we lost Maria, but I'm sure she'll be back. Antoinette,
yes. Yes.
introduction.
My name is Antoinette Roberson. I've been an accountant slash project manager for 42 years. I am semi-retired. I work from home. I'm just a busybody. I have my own wellness company. I heard you, Tori, say. I also um, have products that are promoting good health. So I'm enjoying it. It's almost like a ministry.
Oh,
I
nice.
just love helping people and being with people. I met Maquita on the last. This was my first segment with you all, but I've done one with her before. Had fun, and look like this one's gonna be funner because I'm already enjoying
She and I,
Melinda
yeah, right. She and I have never
already.
met. Yes, yes, in
So
person. Yes.
glad to be here.
Thank you for coming.
I'm just
And
waiting for that
Marie,
cat to make his debut.
that's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Melinda's kitty cat. Maria.
Hi, Maria Gonzalez from New Jersey. One of the original 12 or 13 of us from the original Ageless Glamour Girls.
Woo!
Yeah, it's still going. We're still moving.
We're still here.
Voiceover artist, writer, producer. Yep, that's us.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. This is no time for modesty. Modesty, you know this one.
No
Right?
modesty. Oh
This is no
God.
time for modesty.
That was it, right? That's all I needed to say, right? No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my signal's sketchy, so if I lose you, I'll come back. So.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. And so now you heard from Tori with her sweet potato pie, and she's not team pumpkin pie, nor am I. Yeah.
Who is?
Yeah. Okay, Melinda.
You don't want me to go next, do you? Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
The,
Uh-oh.
the
Uh-oh.
one thing that
What's
I
that
have
go-to
to
dish
have,
that has to be on the table, Missy?
I'm Italian.
I know.
I like to have lasagna on my Thanksgiving table.
That's
good.
right.
Or
That's
stuffed
right.
shells or something Italian.
Right.
But
Mhm.
in the traditional sense, because I'll eat the Italian stuff. I don't really love turkey that much. I used to, but I do. We do in my family. We absolutely have to have stuffing, which is called Mima's stuffing, which my sister-in-law has learned to make. It's a big, big, big to do where everybody gets together. They get their hands in those pots. We use big pots, and my sister-in-law probably makes 4 huge trays of it left over. I mean, but she learned how to make my mother's stuffing. We call it stuffing, not dressing. And then there's one other thing that we have to have.
Is there pasta in the stuffing? Just kidding.
No,
Okay. I'm serious.
I
Okay.
have to have pasta, but it's
Okay.
not Thanksgiving unless we have my mother's stuffing. We have to. And my sister-in-law learned how to make it before my mom passed. She passed at 90, almost 97. And we had it every year that I can remember. And the other thing that we have to have is my sister's sweet potatoes. Delicious, delicious, delicious. It's more like dessert.
Ooh.
Not Thanksgiving without stuffing, gravy, and my sister's sweet potatoes.
Oh, yeah. I love making the sweet potatoes. Oh, my God.
I can say what my favorite dish was. So I'd have to say stuffing, followed by the sweet potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Or the pernil. But we've gotten away from eating pernil. So
from what is it called?
Pernil. It's pork. It's roasted pork.
One
of the traditional.
Pernil. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
pernil.
I love all these cultures. Okay. Miss Antoinette.
I think she froze.
Can you hear us, Antoinette?
I think no, she's there.
Can you hear us, Antoinette?
No, I don't think so.
Antoinette can't
Mine
hear us.
is my famous peach cobbler. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can now. Uh-huh.
Peach cobbler. Peach cobbler.
Yeah. Peach cobbler is good.
My favorite is peach cobbler.
Yes.
Try to eat. I like to see people eat it. I make long pans of it. Like to make like my mother do her crust. So good.
Ooh,
but I don't make mine with a whole lot of sugar. I like for people to taste the peaches and the crust.
Right.
But goes over pretty well for Thanksgiving, so I can't wait.
Now,
Awesome.
I'm one of those people, just like when I used to make banana pudding when I was younger. It's like, can we just cut up just one banana in there and just fill the rest with pudding and cookies? The same thing with a peach cobbler. I just want just one or two peaches and the rest that sweet stuff and the dough.
I have a good peach cobbler has,
Yeah.
like a flaky crust
Uh-huh.
or cake-like consistency.
Oh, I've never had a peach cobbler with cake-like consistency.
Yeah, it's like cake.
Let me see. At the end of this session, I'm going to have to decide whose house I'm coming
Oh,
over
yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
I'm a crust person, so I
Now-
was like, there's a big argument in my family because my sister likes to make the peach cobbler with like a cakey bottom, and I'm like, I'm a pie crust kind of girl.
Yeah, the buttery
Oh,
crust.
okay. Make the
What-
cake
so
cake bottom.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
a cake.
that is good.
Yeah.
So what's that one secret ingredient that you think that takes your dressing or stuffing to the next level?
Ooh.
I like to put in sage sausage.
Is that an East St. Louis thing?
No, it's a Jersey thing too, because that's the way I like mine. Sage sausage.
Yes,
Yeah. And
Which is getting harder to find these days, by the way.
it is. It is very hard.
really, because I made it last year. Yeah, last year. Yeah, I'm trying to talk my husband. It's not, let's go into a restaurant this year. It's just too much.
Like I said, what's your favorite thing this year? Reservations.
That's right. That's right.
Reservations.
That's right. But I like, and this is my mother's recipe, and I've added some extra stuff in it, if I was making it this year, of course, I'd be chopping all that stuff up right now, and it'll be in the freezer. The usual stuff,
Right.
the celery, the onions, the cream of chicken soup, a little bit of sugar, salt-free, the broth, salt-free broth, and like Tori and I just talked about, sage sausage. And I'm crazy. I like to put the cornbread and the croutons in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just like, it's a party. It's a high calorie party, but it's so darn good. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
My mother, I never really learned to make my mother's stuffing. I've never done a whole Thanksgiving. I've always gone to my mom for years and years and years. I did it once. We don't want to talk about that. But the stuffing that my mother makes, I'm always a mixer, loads of cornbread and loads of sausage and chopped meat. And carrots and all the rest.
Right.
I don't know what my sister-in-law does, but it tastes exactly like my mother's. And she studied it for years. She would go over for days before and just, be an apprentice. She'd learned how to do it. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That and gravy. I could eat that gravy, mashed potatoes and gravy. Forget the turkey.
Yes.
I'm good. And
Because
sweet
now
potatoes.
in recent years, we buy just a turkey breast now instead of the whole turkey. And then we'll buy the turkey legs and wings and then put some of that in the turkey. And then, of course, if you have, vegetarians or vegans over there, that's another, I make, a separate pot for that too. And, just accommodate. Because I remember, I don't think it was for Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, our house was the house that hosted most of the dinners, right? Most of the, family functions. I hope none of my cousins get mad at me, but in my head, in my mind. But anyway, my mother on Christmas, there would be like 5 or 6 different meats. Somebody's give me feedback. Who's feedback?
There a bird in the house? I hear a bird.
I think it's Maria.
That's Maria.
Yeah, I'm having some tech issues here, so I have to log in on my phone because the signal here has been dropping. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. But anyway, my mother used to make we would have probably 5 different meats.
Yes.
Right? It's like, why do you need all those? And so blessings galore, right? It's like, we've come a long way. I don't think anybody does like that anymore. I don't know.
Not as much. Not like back in the day, boy.
Right. It's like, and I'm moving further and further personally from turkey, because you eat turkey throughout the year now. It's not as special as it was back.
I have a question, Marquita. I have a question. I'd like to know if the other ladies like turkey, if they've lost their taste. I've lost my taste for turkey.
Right? Yeah.
Has anybody else lost their taste for turkey?
Yeah, I don't eat it
Not
that much.
yet. Every once in a while, I go get some turkey wings, and then I'll put them in the oven. But it's not like every month.
I don't do the traditional turkey. I do the turkey wings.
Me too.
Yeah.
Or Cornish hen. I don't do.
Cornish hens.
I don't care for all that.
That's
too
much
white meat. At the wild, it gets dried out. I don't like turkey dry.
I don't even. Yeah, I only like
turkey wings and
once a year.
Cornish hen.
Yeah. Turkey breast, and I have to ask this question about Thanksgiving Day disasters in the kitchen, burned turkeys or whatever. But I have to preface it with I was thinking about this, and remember Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving. Remember, I think Lucy, right? Lucy went and invited everybody, almost everybody in the neighborhood to Charlie Brown's house for Thanksgiving. But Charlie Brown hadn't prepared a meal for Thanksgiving. So they had popcorn,
toast,
right?
Jelly beans.
Yes, jelly beans, right. And I'm like, I like that. I like that idea. It's like you gotta make do. But his grandmother saved the day because she invited everybody over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, and so yeah. I mean, I guess you couldn't consider it a disaster. But are there any moments that you guys would rather forget in the kitchen, where the whole family is relying on you, and you burn something or drop something as you pull it out of the oven?
I think it was my first Thanksgiving hosting, and I was pregnant, and we had put this big 20 some odd pound bird in the stove, and my husband didn't put the bottom rack in correctly into the stove, into the oven. So when we went to pull it out to baste it, of course the thing was rocking, so the bird went up into the air, and the only thing that saved it was I had the meat fork and I stabbed it before it went anywhere.
That's good, Maria.
Fencing skills. And I stabbed it. It was early on in the cooking game, so it didn't fall apart. So it was still, So, but I mean, all of the au jus in the bottom, that went everywhere. But at least the turkey did not hit the floor or hit any of the other things in the kitchen. So, but that was the only crazy thing that's ever happened to me. And of course, since then, we do not allow him anywhere near the oven.
Girl.
So, that was our big thing,
It sounds like you guys are. Anybody else have any disasters? I'm sorry.
The only thing I had, I went out to dinner. Went over to a family house dinner that's not my family, but an in-law family. And I guess they was rushing, and then the turkey was not done on the inside.
Oh,
it was terrible.
It
looked pretty on the outside, but the inside was not ready.
Oh my!
How about
older people? That's real tricky.
Being at the family dinner, carving the bird, and then come across the neck and giblet packet that didn't get taken out.
Yeah.
I guess I have one for me. It's a long time ago when I was first married, and I made I don't know whether it's a chicken breast though or a turkey breast. Might have been. I think it was a turkey breast, and I left the gizzards and everything inside of it.
Girl,
that's pretty gross.
People do that.
Yep.
I didn't know. Well, what did I? And then
the packet and everything.
I couldn't look at it. It's like, oh my God, this is the neck and the stuff.
Right.
That scared me right now.
The last couple of turkeys that
and the only other thing I have that I can share is that my stepdaughter was here with her daughter. Just left early this morning, and she was telling me about Thanksgiving at her home last year, and her husband loves to cook the turkey. And it was last year. I said, well, how'd it go? She says, oh, don't even ask, Lynn. Don't even ask. It was such a disaster. Apparently
Oh.
their stove went off. So they couldn't cook the turkey. But a neighbor across the street wasn't home, and she said, well, bring the turkey and everything over, cook it at my house. It's fine. They were really good friends.
This is why you need to know your neighbors.
Yeah, or she said, you can always cook it on the grill. But her husband was just so upset by the whole thing. He refused to do it. I don't know how they got it done.
Wow.
Or whether they ever did.
Wow. And here they are. Here we are. We survived. We survived. But you know what? It's like, sounds like we are holding on to some of the traditions, and then we're incorporating our own as we get older. Like getting back to the holidays at our house, especially around Christmas. My mother, she had this, she had to make her rolls from scratch and all this. And so we would go, my sister and I would be up, and my mother would be up until like 3:00 in the morning, getting the rolls together. Right. And then by 3:00, you're like, okay, we're going to bed. And then the alarm clock was set to go off at 6 a.m.
That's right.
Because you had to roll them out, right, and let them rise and all this. So I'm like, oh my God. And my sister was so tired one year. She's like, let me tell you, when I get married and have children, we're going to have lunch meat. We're going to have sandwiches for dinner, and we're going to sit around all day long in our pajamas. Because she's like, oh my God, it's just too much. Those big meals, they're just too much. And so I think, a lot of families, it depends on how big your family is. Some people are still going, with the tradition with the big family meals. And as I said, I'm trying to get my husband. Like this year I think it's only 2 of us this year. Yeah, the people have moved away, whatever. And it's like, okay, honey, let's just go to a restaurant, because I don't know how to make a small dish of dressing. I just don't know how. It's just huge. Then I put it in the freezer. Then when do we eat it again?
You eat it. You put it in small enough blocks.
I know I do that, but still, it's like once Thanksgiving is over, I might make dressing for Easter. You make that a couple of times a year. And
I'd go out.
What'd you say?
Just the 2 of you go out and enjoy it. Right?
That is so true.
You know what? My husband's rationale for not wanting to go out. His rationale was, well, there's no leftovers.
Oh.
Well,
you know what? Jerry has mentioned that too. Jerry has mentioned that too, about no leftovers if you go out.
And that has been a sore point, because I'm used to cooking for 20, 30 people. And then as time has gone on, people have moved away and stuff. So the numbers started shrinking, and everybody wants to do their own tradition. So what do you do when you're used to cooking for like 30, 40, 50 people, whatever.
Right.
And, time, distance, and expense, people started just saying, yeah, I don't feel like getting dressed, even though most of the time the people that are coming over are not cooking or helping. So it's, and I just look at, the situation, and I go, why are we forced to be in a situation to cook a huge meal if there's only 2 people?
Right.
Right. To me, it makes more sense to just go out and have a nice meal somewhere and relax, rather than, it's usually the woman in the kitchen doing all the cooking and the cleaning and the
girl.
So it's like, yeah, really, Thanksgiving. Wow, it's a good meal for you. It's not a good day for me.
That is so true, Maria.
I'm usually prepping, through 2 or 3 days ahead of time.
Right.
Doing all of this cooking, then the chopping and the this and the baking and that. And then, of course, you want to eat it on a nice plate. So you pull out the top, you do the whole thing. And then when all is said and done, they're sitting there watching a football game, and you're sitting up there with 4 or 5 sinkfuls of dirty dishes and a bunch of food that nobody is probably not going to go back to. And you got to find a place for it in your refrigerator.
Girl,
you know when they go back to it, they go back to it as soon as you finish cleaning up.
Thank you. And they're like, well,
that is so true.
Never fails.
The kitchen is closed for the night, mister.
Or you're washing the plates, and you're looking for that one plate, because you're like, okay, I put out this many plates of china, I've washed them. I cannot count for this one plate. Where do you find it? The microwave or the oven. and you're like, are you insane putting my nice china plate in the oven?
Oh
You
my
know?
God.
Two different worlds.
Yeah.
Different worlds.
Yeah.
The truth comes out, Marquita. The truth is coming out now.
Yes.
That
Women
is so
in the
true.
world who are tired of catering to all of the people that want to sit there and watch the parade and football games on Turkey Day.
Wait.
Unite.
I thought this was about Thanksgiving meals prep and stuff like that. I'm just kidding. It's gone into the husband boyfriend.
Well, we're revolting. Some of us are revolting.
I'm just kidding.
There will be many out there that will be on strike.
I got you. I got you, girl. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
So like you said, Maria, if I was cooking this year, I would be doing some stuff tonight. I'd be out there chopping some stuff tonight.
I'm not even making
or definitely over the weekend. But I want to enjoy the football game. I want to sit. I don't want to clean and
I want to chat. I don't want to be jumping up every 2 minutes to turn something, stir something, something's burning.
Right.
I want to watch the March of the Wooden Soldiers or whatever it is. That's a family tradition.
You just reminded me. You know what my personal family tradition, just for me?
What?
I have to watch that Macy's Day Parade.
The parade.
And every year I cry when Santa Claus comes out. Every single year I cry.
I'm a little disturbed this year because this year 2 new floats are in. It's La Boo Boo and something Demon Hunters. Yeah.
Wait, whose floats?
There's 2 new balloon things in the parade this year. The La Boo Boo, the La Boo Boo dolls that I call
Oh
Boo
my
dolls.
God, they're
and
they've been scammed too. Oh my
Demon
God.
Hunters, the Demon Hunters thing.
Oh, no.
2 new floats this year.
Oh no.
So I don't
We
know.
need an Ageless Glamour Girl float.
Absolutely.
Who do I need to sleep with at Macy's? I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, the float handlers have to be throwing out little candies, because that's a part of our mystique now. Where those ladies say
about the food, but I want to ask Maria and Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
What? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, I don't.
okay.
I don't.
Keep talking,
Maria
Antoinette. We lost you for a
and
minute. Keep
Melinda.
talking.
You never heard of it? Giblet gravy.
Oh, giblets.
I don't know
giblets.
why.
Oh,
It
yeah,
gives you
I've
sound.
heard of that. I've heard of giblet gravy.
Oh, that's what I see. Your sound goes too,
Uh,
so I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, I don't know.
Giblet gravy.
My mother would
That's some
make.
good stuff, but I don't know what's going on, Marquita.
Can you guys hear me okay, except for Antoinette?
Our
Okay.
sounds are leaving each person's up or something.
Yeah, that might be on your end, Antoinette.
I mean, I can hear you fine, but like you'll be
Oh.
talking, and I just see you moving in
Okay.
motion, no sound, and I think that's
Oh,
happening to me
wow.
too.
Oh,
I have a
See,
question.
like now, it's doing it
Okay.
right now.
I have a question about Thanksgiving dessert. Other than pumpkin and apple pie
Mhm.
and maybe pecan pie, does anybody have something different that's a tradition?
Yeah, I mean, a cheesecake. I love to make the citrus cheesecake
Okay.
with lemon, the lime, and the oranges with the
For
zest.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
like
Oh my God.
And the peach cobbler.
German chocolate
Oh, German chocolate.
cake.
Yes.
Ooh.
The caramel cake.
Scratch. Yes.
Caramel cake. Oh, my sister-in-law. Nita. Oh my God. That's her. Oof. That's her thing. The caramel cake.
And your peach cobbler.
Yes.
And the peach
Yeah,
cobbler.
because that's the thing. You have to have at least 6 or 7 desserts.
Well, to
At
me,
least.
you only have turkey, maybe one other meat, and then a bunch of desserts.
I used to make biscuit tortoni, and I have no place to put it in my freezer. It's a homemade, of course, Italian ice cream. Oh my God. And it's coffee tortoni.
Are you going to make some this year? Just asking
Can
for
I
a
bring
friend.
it over to your freezer?
Yeah,
I have no room in my freezer.
We have plenty of room in our freezer.
Yes,
Oh my
it'll be parked in the freezer, but then in her tummy.
Oh, you know what? My sister-in-law, when you go into her pantry, she has a corner where she has all of these. She collects them when she goes out to dinner. all of these plastic containers. Sorry, people, plastic containers stacked up, and she, oh my God, they prepare a lot of food, and every person goes home with a huge container of regular food and dessert.
Oh yeah.
Marquita, that's
Yes.
the only way to keep your Tupperware or containers, the nice stuff that you put in your own home, in your own home. That's the only way to do it. You make sure that you send them away with the thank you for coming. Here's some goodies, and don't have to worry about returning this container to me. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
only
a
way to do
gift.
it. Only way to do it.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, so that, I don't know, that's always been a big thing in Black households, for as I know. You just pack stuff up, and everybody, and you get a to go thing, and you get a to go plate, and you get it to go. Everybody goes home with a to go plate, and
Same thing here. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
Everybody, they start to bring their own pans and containers. That's how much people want to take things home.
That big giant
That Italian style, see? Oh my God.
You want to just make sure they have a snack or maybe lunch, not food for the entire week.
Right. See?
Just saying.
Right,
I don't want the leftovers. I won't eat the turkey.
Yeah, that's turkey.
Everything but the turkey now.
When you were growing up, you know how like they make the big family turkey dinner, blah blah blah. What was the next meal that your mother made with that leftover turkey? Because one day we sat down and tried to figure out all the different dishes that you make with that leftover turkey until you get to the end of the
turkey salad.
Salad.
Yep.
With cranberries and walnuts. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sandwiches. That's
turkey
it.
Sandwiches, right.
Of course, leftover turkey dinner. Okay. Turkey croquettes. What else?
We didn't do anything else with it.
My mother used to make something called turkey hash.
Ooh,
and then,
oh my God, turkey hash. Oh.
Yeah. We used to pray for. We used to pray when she said, "Here's the end." Soup.
Oh my God.
She would boil off the carcass, and then it would be turkey soup, and we were like, "Thank God."
Oh, and speaking of leftovers, that's right. My sister. Here's another tradition. We will eat the leftovers the second day. This was at Christmas. Eat the leftovers the second day, but that's it. The next day you have to have a hamburger and some French fries. That's our tradition.
Guess what I had to have?
Pizza.
What do you have to have?
No.
Pasta. The night before Thanksgiving, when all this craziness, you're mixing up all the stuffing and the families flying in, if some of them are flying in or driving in, whatever. That night is pizza night. It's pizza night. And the world seems to come over to the house because they all know there's going to be pizza at the Rinzavillo house. Pizza. That's pizza.
I love that. And we have another visitor, not a visitor, a guest. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, how's everybody doing tonight?
Lisa. Good. And Lisa is she's a busy woman. She's another one of the co-authors from the original Ageless Glamour Girls. Lisa and I, she's from St. Louis, and we met in St. Louis, as a matter of fact. East St. Louis is right across the river, Mississippi River, from St. Louis. And we worked at CBS together there. Lisa's a big sports person. She did sports, and I did news, and we just bonded. And she took me to the first hockey game, the St. Louis Blues.
Oh, cool.
I think I was the only Black person in the entire stadium. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not true.
No,
Not true.
I'm just kidding.
Close.
I'm just kidding. But that was fun. So that's Lisa. And Lisa's chapter was about using the tools in your toolbox when you start looking at your second act, right?
Yes.
To look back at those tools and, and go for it like that. And so Lisa, give us a little intro without taking your eyes off the wheel, of course.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I was working late, and so I waited till I got in the car, and I didn't think I'd be on this quickly, but that's okay. So, yes, I've got a long sports background. I've used my different skills in my toolbox to work in things like sports broadcasting, in healthcare promotions and marketing. I was the chief of staff for the late Governor Missouri, Mel Carnahan. And I've been 22 years at the city of St. Peter's as their director of communications and strategy. I'm also a retired adjunct professor of 26 years of sports marketing. So there you go.
Wow.
Awesome.
Woo, busy lady.
Cookin. Go, lady.
Hello there. It's great to be with you guys tonight. And I love hearing about the traditions from the holidays. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Armenian. And so we have our own traditions of foods and, family gatherings and all of that we can all relate to. And then I also have a story about my tools in the kitchen are not quite as sharp as maybe they are in other places. So I have an episode. If you guys are sharing those kind of things, fine. If not, that's fine too.
I don't know where to start. Let's start with your tradition. What's a traditional Thanksgiving Armenian meal?
So, coming to the United States with my family, with my grandparents who were genocide survivors. I mean, I hope it's not too loud with the road noise. I apologize. But they embraced some of the American and they threw in some Armenian stuff. So instead of having mashed potatoes, for example, we would have rice pilaf and another kind of pilaf that we make with cracked wheat. And that would be delicious with the turkey and the cranberries and the sweet potatoes. And then instead of having pumpkin pie, we would have, I think what Americans and Greeks call it is baklava. We call it baklava.
Yeah.
And so I actually learned how to make that, although my success is rather limited. We'll leave it at that. But we would have like a fight with the turkey breastbone. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of
wishbone.
Yeah,
The wishbone.
the wishbone. Yeah, the wishbone. So you
Same
guys
here. Thank you for
fight
bringing
over
that
it. Yeah, and then we would play a game where you would break the wishbone. You would have to remember that you broke the wishbone, and so the adults usually would play with kids, and they would try to, whenever you tried to hand the piece of the wishbone or anything else to the kid would have to say, "Oh, I remember," in Armenian, which is mitkase. So we would play, and we would bet, like if I would remember, my grandpa would get me a candy bar or something, a good old Hershey bar that was at the Armenian Men's Club that had been there for, I don't know, months and had that kind of white crusty stuff on it, but it was chocolate. We loved it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. And have you had any, almost said boo-boos. Have you had any oopsies?
Oh, sure.
That you prepared? What's your biggest moment?
So my biggest oopsie moment for Thanksgiving was I tried a new recipe on Thanksgiving, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but of course I did. And so I made sweet potatoes with all the fixings in the crock pot. And instead of having it on low for 8 hours,
No.
I had it on high. And so when I took it out, it was kind of the consistency of ice cream topping. And it was still really good, in my opinion, but other people did not see it that way because it was too liquidy. So that was one.
People can be so judgmental.
And I don't care. And then the other thing I did once was my first time at trying to make baklava at my house. My mother had passed, and my dad loved the baklava, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to make this. And I had it in the oven for as long as I was supposed to.
Uh-oh. No. She's going to have to text us the rest of her.
The oven was like, I know it's got to be done. And my dad said, Lisa, this is the whitest baklava I have ever seen. Well, it was white because my oven wasn't getting over 200. So
oh my God.
I didn't have pumpkin pie because the baklava was what we were supposed to have for the dessert. So anyway, but I learned that you need to check your oven with a thermometer and not by what's on the oven.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. And you were, thank you for that story. You reminded me of a story. This was not Thanksgiving, but this is when I had first started dating Jerry. And I used to love to go find the fancy recipes and cook them, right? And he would go along with it, whatever. And so one day, somehow I added some red sauce to a dish that really didn't call for red sauce. I don't know what I was thinking to this day. But anyway, I tasted it and it was horrible. And so he sat down and he started eating it. And then he's like, he put his fork down. He's like, baby, always go along with what you do in the kitchen. Your fancy dishes and all that. And he's like, but I can't eat this. And so off we went to the pizza place.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't Thanksgiving. But it wasn't
Italians. The Italians saved the day again. I'm telling you.
The Italians saved the day again. I love it.
And you mentioned Chinese food, right?
What'd you say?
I said the other fallback is Chinese food.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God, that is so
There you go.
true.
Not
That is
for
so
me.
true. Wow. When I was in New
Chinese
York
food,
City,
I can eat Chinese food maybe once a year. That's it.
really?
That's it.
Girl,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take you to a good place. Now, when I was in New York City, my favorite joint was Italian, because Italian restaurants were everywhere and they just had the best food. But then when I moved to Florida, I don't go that much to Italian restaurants that much. And now I guess I do more of a variety and stuff. Yeah, I just love food.
I found some good ones.
Oh yeah?
Here. Yeah. I did.
Okay. Now you see this right here? You probably don't see it. Wait. See that?
No,
What does that look like?
Yes.
That's
What
a
does it
bruise,
look like?
yeah.
It's my birthmark, but what does it look like?
I can't tell. It's half off the screen.
Oh.
A big bruise, it looks like.
No, it's beautiful. You can't see it really, but it's a beautiful, it's round. It looks like a pancake, but really it's a hamburger. That is my favorite dish in the world. And I'm one of those people, I'm an even eater. So I'm one of those, if I have a cheeseburger and fries and a Coke, I'll take a bite of the burger, eat a fry, sip Coke. Burger, fry, sip Coke. Does anybody else even eater like that? So at the end of the day, everything goes at the same time.
Oh my God.
Everything goes at the same. But I've seen people that they might eat their dressing first, and that's gone. Then they'll eat their sweet potatoes. I'm like round robin. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. You know what? Has anyone written any books about that? Is that some kind of personality disorder?
Don't make it a disorder. I call it deliciousness. And
You call it what?
I just call it Play-Doh deliciousness, because there are certain things like, okay, the dressing, stuffing, and turkey, and the gravy got to go, and then it's got to be a little bit of cranberry sauce, and then you can either mix it up and put a little bit of veg there, or mashed potatoes or mac and cheese or whatever's on the menu there, and it kind of different combination spoonfuls is what it's about.
Yeah.
The same thing. So
Yeah. I had this idea.
I call it a tasting menu, but
yeah. I had this idea about 20 years ago when food trucks first came on the scene. I think it was like 20 years ago. And I'm like, I was going to open up a restaurant, and it was going to be in New York City. And it was going to be called Bites. And, because when you're on a diet and stuff, you're still craving a burger and french fries. So you will go there and you're like, I'll have 3 bites of a burger, 4 fries, and 2 sips of Coke. And you're going to pay extra for that, but then you don't have the calories and you're eating what you want. You know what I'm saying? So you're still satisfying that need. And that was going to be my restaurant.
Cool.
That was going to be my restaurant, which, that didn't happen. But that's the same concept. So you eat a little bit here, you eat a little bit there. And before you know it, everything's gone. And it was a darn good meal. I remember also New York City, growing up in the Midwest. I'm going to show you this, guys, right here. It's like, oh, did you guys have charm school? Did you guys remember Sears? Sears had a charm school in East St. Louis, Missouri. And
I went to it.
And I went to that charm school. My mother was so determined to make me a lady, and
You went to charm school?
I went to charm school. You wouldn't know it, right? I went to charm school.
I was gonna say.
It's like what I remember about that school is walking up and down the room with the Sears
book on your head.
On my head.
Yeah, put the book on your head.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason I bring that up is because, when I eat, and I still do this to this day, I am who I am. you have your fork and then you have your knife and then you cut. Or, I'm trying to think if you have your, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, your fork and your knife. Yeah, this is your fork and this is your knife and you cut and then you switch the fork over to the right, and then you eat it. And then when I was in New York City, I noticed, I'm like, oh my God, I've been eating incorrect all this time. Where did I learn in charm school? They probably taught me that in charm school, but I forgot. How you're supposed to cut it with a knife and then, be all dainty and stuff and put the food on the end of the fork, and not have to switch you all know what I'm talking about.
Well, from where I sit, after watching a lot of people eat, they really need to go to charm school. People are hunched over.
Right.
Look up,
And I've just been so obsessed with that too. I've watched it over the years. So I'm obsessed with how people eat. And I know that's kind of crazy, but we have our things. We have our thing, and yeah. And Lisa, you had mentioned kids earlier. Did you all remember sitting at the kids table way back when?
Yes.
Way back. Tori, the youngin' in the house.
Yep.
Yes, she remembers that.
Kind of the oldest of the younger ones, so I had to watch them, but sit at the kids' table to watch the younger kids, like I'm babysitting.
Oh.
You're 16 and you have to sit at the kids' table because you have 9 years old and 12
That
years
ain't
old.
right.
I'm like, this ain't fun.
That ain't right. That is not right.
I sat at the kids' table. I volunteered to sit there because I thought it was a hoot. It's really fun.
Oh, and I know they love you.
But then again, I taught school forever, so.
Oh,
Auntie Melinda. And you know what? We had mentioned mac and cheese. Have you guys seen that commercial about Kraft mac and cheese made out of apple pie flavored mac and cheese?
No.
Why would they do that?
Kraft has lost its mind.
Yeah, no.
At this point, I mean, people are just throwing stuff in. It's like, what are we gonna have? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
No,
and
right.
So let's see. We talked about desserts, and we talked about our favorite dishes, and we talked about our boohoo oopsies, and let's see. I wrote something down here about forgetting to get an ingredient. My mother was like that. She would send my father out, trying to find one thing on Thanksgiving Day. Back then, everything was closed. You guys know a lot of stuff was closed back then. Actually not my father, but my brother or I. She would go try to find one thing. But nowadays, everything is open. Just about. But I love Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is that one day that now of course we the holidays, not everybody celebrates Christmas. People do have their own cultures and religions, but it seems that Thanksgiving is one of those universal meals where everybody does Thanksgiving, it seems, at least the way I was raised, and in my view coming up, it was one of those meals that everybody did Thanksgiving, but so yeah, I hope we get our wish, Maria, that we don't have to cook this year.
That would be
we don't have to cook. Anybody else have anything to share about? Huh?
Don't get it twisted. I love cooking, but this year, between the wrist being shattered and just
that's right.
Everybody,
Maria, you cannot cook this year. Maria, let me tell you guys about Maria. When I talk to her through the week, I'm like, oh, what's for dinner? You know how we ask people, what's for dinner? I say, what's for dinner? Oh, I'm going to make some chicken and some asparagus and some potatoes and this and this. And I'm like, what the frick? That's a Sunday meal in my house. My husband loves to get So Maria is like, Maria, your poor household with your injured hand, wrist girl. I don't know how they're going to survive if you don't cook.
For the past since this happened, like the last Wednesday of August, it's been hard. I don't like a lot of fast food, and we've had more certain things than I care to shake a stick at, and I've gotten food poisoning like 2 or 3 times.
Oh my God, no.
I don't know if anybody else has been noticing, but the food handling standards of a lot of these places have dipped since all of these
Maria.
places are half a step from going bankrupt, and so it's really hard. And I've been very picky about what I've been and where I've been eating. Not to mention the expense. We
Oh
were
my God.
talking about getting just like one of the burger chains, one of the more upscale ones like Shake Shack or Five Guys, and we were looking at the cost of a burger, order of fries, and a milkshake, and we're talking almost $30. So the
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
expense of that is just it's gotten to the point where it's unaffordable, unattainable if you're on a budget to be eating out. And that's just for one person. I'm not even talking of a family of four or family of
Yeah, everything has.
thing has gotten cost factor. So I've gotten to the point where I prefer not to eat out.
Yeah,
You
we love
everything.
preparing food.
And I love to cook, but with this risk being inoperable, it's been kind of real fun.
And I'm funny when I go to a pizza joint and I see the guys throwing the pizza up, and I always go here. I'm like, damn, did they wash their hands after they came back from the bathroom? They're young, 14, 15 years. I hope they wash their hands. I'm crazy like that. It's like
that has probably one of my best memories was when I was in college and I worked at a pizzeria and I learned how to do it. So I actually know how to do flip the dough and do it.
Girl, I would be I Love Lucy.
It's a
It'll be
lot
I
of
Love
fun,
Lucy moment
but
if I flip some
yeah,
dough.
it would be you and I would be a I Love Lucy moment. Yes, I can see that. There's stuffy everywhere because you're not using. You can't have nails to do it. You got to have short nails,
Right.
and you're actually on the back of your hands. You're flipping the dough around using the back of your hand, not the palm of your hand. But it's an art form for stuff.
Yes. And I don't know what's going on. Getting back to it's the fast food place. It's just tricky. Like I went to Wendy's a couple of weeks ago. So I ordered through the window, and then I got up there, right? And I said, my Coke should be easy ice, right? Because I love Coca-Cola and I drink it like probably once or twice a month because it's so good. But anyway, so I looked and she's like, "Oh, you want large?" I said, "No, just the smallest one you have." I'm like, "Give me a kitty cup." So she stoops down and she picks up one of those, what is it, a liter or 2 liter of Coca-Cola in the bottle, right? In the bottle. And then she proceeds to pour it in the glass. I'm like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "I don't want that Coca-Cola. I can, I like the Coca-Cola." That's why McDonald's is so good because they have the best Coca-Cola with the perfect combination of carbonation, and everything. Yeah, I'm like, I thought that was just horrible that she's going to pour in, especially in my sight. I'm like, at least take it in the back room and pour it in. Oh my God. But yeah.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So let's see. What else? Oh wait, before we go, I found some cute little funny things to say. Oh God. This is some one-liners, okay? This was talking about the oops moments, right? And one is like, "Listen, if your rolls aren't burnt at least once, is it even Thanksgiving?" But okay, and we already talked about the Charlie Brown. Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay. So even if your mac and cheese curdles tonight, at least you're not serving popcorn and jelly beans. Oh, that was like Charlie. Okay. Let's see. No turkey, no mac and cheese, no greens, peppermint patty. Oh man, what happened to mine? I had some cute little sayings, but I can't find them. Oh well. Anyway, okay, we're going to end this with gratitude because after all, Thanksgiving is about gratitude and coming together, sharing families, stories, love, recipes, whatever. So I wrote something and let's see. Oh, So anyway, I wrote some stuff, but I'll read that in a second. But I'm just curious as do you guys, more and more people, and I'm one of those, every night I try to write now just 3 things that I'm grateful for every night. And years ago, I used to write like 10 things. And it's like, oh my, you write stuff like the little boy in the store smiled at me today. The little 3-year-old smiled back, and little stuff like that. But so I just started the 3 things at night. You write down the 3 things that you're thankful for, and then you write 3 things that you must accomplish tomorrow. So right off the bat, do you guys, what are you so thankful for at this very moment?
I think I'm thankful that I'm relatively healthy, that I have a roof over my head, that I have food in my refrigerator to eat. Those are the 3 things that I think I'd be thankful for. And then, of course, my family. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gratitude. Anybody else? Gratitude, thankful in this very moment. I'm thankful for you guys.
Well, I am thankful.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm thankful for, I guess, my husband, July 13th, 53 years old, had a stroke. He's doing a whole lot better. Could have been worse off than, it could be worse. It could have been worse. Right now, he's moving, he's walking, he's doing his rehab, because they told me that if he didn't do it with me, he would have passed away. So I'm thankful that he's improving, he's moving, and Thanksgiving this year, when we got married on the 27th of November, it'll be 21 years, and every few times is on Thanksgiving. So this year is Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful that he's here with me on this anniversary on Thanksgiving.
Oh yes. Oh, I love that. Yes. Thank you, yes. All right. Anyone else? And I met him recently. Yeah, nice guy. You guys, yes, I love it. Yeah, soulmates.
I wouldn't know where to start. I'm thankful for so many things. It's just unbelievable. I mean, to say that I'm thankful for my cat, believe it or not, I really am, because she's crazy, but she's comforting. She is. Her name is Luna. And she's every bit of lunatic. That's what I call her. But I'm really...
You guys missed it earlier. She was above.
Yeah. Oh my God. She was walking up here. And Lisa knows I lost my cat, because Lisa gave me beautiful counsel and I appreciated it, but I did get another cat, Lisa. But I am thankful for her because she's very comforting. But I'm thankful actually to be alive. I mean, I know that sounds, silly in a way, but I mean, so many, when I get on Facebook, so many of my classmates haven't made it.
Girl,
and I think about that, and it's like, I'm just thankful that my time isn't over here and that there's things that I still have to accomplish. And, I am thankful for everything, because everything to me is a gift. I know that sounds weird. I'm even thankful for hard times. I have had to really work on that, because in the hard times and in the grief, I get to become stronger. And I get to learn something from all of these things. I don't know how else to say it, but I'm thankful just to be alive, to have new friends. I mean, I don't know what else to say. My prayer life, everything. I could make a list of things I'm thankful
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Lisa, Antoinette, anything to offer?
I'm thankful to be on this adventure with all of you.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is an adventure.
Oh, I have a whole shirt. But yeah, I'm sorry, Antoinette. Oh, Lisa or Antoinette? Anybody? Lisa?
Freezing a little bit, Antoinette, freezing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There you are.
I'm thankful this year has been I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Said I'm thankful this year has been a big health overcome for me. I overcame breast cancer and I'm no longer insulin dependent. So I am, God gave me about good 30 years back. Good 30 years. I've been very vibrant and happy, and I'm sharing to others. I got a opportunity. I don't know if anybody from Texas know about Fort Hood.
Yeah.
The
I'm not from Texas, but I do know about Fort Hood.
Army base in Killeen, Texas. To help the men and women who are standing on the front line for us. So I'm encouraged with that. You know, it's just about, for me, spreading the joy and the victory of the Lord, and giving people hope. So.
I love it. Love it. And you mentioned joy. Where do you guys find your joy?
Oh, don't you start now. That was
that was Melinda's
chapter. Finding my joy was my chapter.
You know, as you get older, it's like you find it. Like I mentioned earlier,
got a whole series brewing now with that.
Exactly. Yes. The little boy smiling at me. You know, the other day, a biker, bicyclist came out in front of me, but by the grace of God, I didn't hit him because he just zoomed out and he didn't make the stop like he was supposed to. So little stuff like that. You know, and is that and I see that, is that a sign from God telling me I need to slow down? You know, and you know, but yeah, you find your joy wherever you can.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
We just need to be open to it.
Yeah.
You know, in our busyness, we can overlook it, but there is joy everywhere.
That's so true. And of course, as we were talking about earlier, we have some of our original co-authors on there on here, and I'm just so thankful for you guys. I'm just so thankful that God brought us all together, because some of the women in the book I've never met. I slid into their DMs or on Facebook. We followed each other, and one of these days we're still going to meet, because most of the women have never met each other. So in the book, in a small group, they're like 13 of us, 12. See, I think it was Melinda mentioned that earlier. It was 12 or 13, because there were 12 of us. But then my friend who wrote the foreword, Pat Battle, she ended up writing her own chapter. And it was just, icing on the cake. So really, technically, there are 14 of us. Anyway, I bring all that up. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for so much. And here's our book. Boom! This is No Time for My
Yay!
And here we are on the back. And we're working on volume 2, if anyone's interested in joining us. And we are going to have, I finally nailed down a date with the publisher. We're having a huge meeting on December 6th. And it's going to be recorded. So if you can't make December 6th, then I think it's going to be at noon on December 6th. Then we're talking about volume 2, and we have a whole spread of new deadlines now. Because originally we were trying to get March, but it's just been so much craziness going on around everybody. It's called life, right? And so I'm so excited to say that. So if anyone's interested in this group or not, or listening or watching or whatever, just email us at info@ageless-glamourgirls.com, info@ageless-glamourgirls.com. And this, even though it's supposed to be turned the other way, here's my little t-shirt. I have been working on the Ageless Glamour Girls boutique. A lot of work. Lisa, this is my third act. I'm trying to use some of the tools in my toolbox for my third act. But with all of this new technology and this new, this old phrase now, hustle economy and all that, I'm learning stuff that I'm just shocked at the amount of stuff I'm learning. But I have no other choice, because, it's only me and I have to learn all this stuff. But I'm loving it. But I say all that to say the Ageless Glamour Girls Boutique will finally be open. I met with the guy today, this guy from Pfeiffer. I don't know if you guys know Pfeiffer. Is helping. He's putting the basics in it, but I'm doing all the rest of the stuff. Oh my God! So, but I'm so excited about that. I'm so thankful for that. And I'm seriously, I'm so thankful for you guys, and thank you for taking time out of your busy week, and because everybody's busy, right? if you're retired, if you're semi-retired or whatever, everybody is busy. And that can be a beautiful thing too. Because as you get older, you gotta stay on it, right? Gotta stay
Yes.
on it. You have to, you have to keep that mind sharp any way you can, the body. And t- uh Tori, I love her Facebook page. I see her out there walking all the time, getting it in. And
Yes.
and Maria, until she broke her hand, she'll be back soon, but she's a dancer. She's a
I'll be
ballroom
back on the
dancer,
floor soon.
back on the floor soon. And
Yeah.
you just keep doing your thing. And I go walking almost, yeah, just about every single day.
Good.
Somebody was asking me about my playlist, and I have one song on my playlist, and every time it's 3 minutes and 1 second long, and every time it goes to the end, I switch it back over to the left so to play again. I have to share what that is. It's a rap song, but it's so phenomenal. It's a rap song uh, combined with classical music. I love classical music, and that one song that one song. So yeah, I'm out there. You just got to keep moving that body. Keep moving that body.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
socializing, right? Right? You got to keep socializing. And my husband is like, "Oh, you're talking to your sister again?" I'm like, "Yeah, every day. I'm going to talk to my
Yes.
sister." Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have to
Yeah.
keep reaching out and just and staying active and staying social. Anybody have one piece of advice about managing this wonderful ageless aging journey?
Mm, I have a little something. I
Okay.
don't know if anybody ever do, because me, when I guess perimenopause is trying to figure out what was going on, because there was some
Right.
crazy stuff that was happening that I thought I told my doctor they need to do something before I kill people or
No,
kill
right.
somebody.
No, right.
Because I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
But they sent me to all kind of things, even a nutritionist, and then she was talking about um, um, my gut. So a lot of things that I didn't realize, that your gut has a lot of um, things that's happening to your body. Your gut is like the
Right.
center. So
Right.
you have a lot of issues like the weight loss or the
Right.
bloating and all that, the menopause, the hot flashes.
Right.
The gut is the main thing. So I did learn something and more concentrating on things I put into my gut. And that helped out a whole lot with my menopause and a lot of stuff.
Wow,
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
so true. You
Yeah.
can't eat and drink like you did in your 20s,
No.
30s.
In this February I was 179. Now I'm down to 154. So just by watching your gut and walking. So just little stuff like that. Because I
Right.
mean, I was getting the what's they call fluffiness. I didn't like being fluffy.
I like it.
Guess what I have?
I used to say
I
I'm
have
not
that,
fat,
the
I'm
fluffiness.
fluffy.
I'm fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Not
fluffy.
good.
That's cute for a teddy bear, not for me. I don't want to be
Right.
fluffy.
Yeah. But you're so
So
funny
yeah.
with the menopause. It's like, yeah, I didn't know what was going on either. And then but I later apologized to my husband because I was like
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, I was ready to choke some people. I was ready. I was
No, and
going to be in jail. I was like,
you don't know. I think now to this day, only a certain percentage, a small percentage, last time I checked, of doctors, are trained in nutrition. And
Oh yeah, a
menopause
lot of them
and
don't,
stuff. And
especially menopause. They just think, oh, it's just something you go through. You just just going through it. It's like it's natural. You're supposed to do have all these symptoms. No, you got to help me.
No, it's not
You
normal.
know, no,
Right.
it's like I'm trying to tell you what's happening to me. Oh, it's just like it's in my mind or something is not right. No.
dismissive, yeah,
Yeah.
It just mess us right.
Yep, you just have to keep going until you find that doctor who will listen to you, who gets you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You get me. And that can be tricky too. But yeah, thank God today there's so much more information out there about menopause. Thank God. It's like, but yeah, I remember those days, the Perry, Tori. Yeah, Perry versus Post. Well,
Oh, okay.
I don't even say I'm clear out of menopause because out of the blue, I'll get hit with a hot flash. And so, yeah.
Well, I'll say I'm past it. I'm going to throw something in that I am thankful for, and that is 2 years ago I was diagnosed with osteopenia, which is the thinning of the bones, and so I started circuit training with the weights. I just got a bone density scan about 10 days ago, and I now have normal bone density.
Oh, wow.
So
Awesome.
Lisa, I'm on
I'm,
this journey. I have to talk to you.
it's
Yeah, I just because I broke my wrist and yeah, so they did the density test on me as well, and I've never had a problem. 5 years ago, they told me my bones were like a teenager, a 20-year-old, and now they're like the whatever penia thing.
osteopenia. Mm-hmm.
Me
Oh,
too.
wow.
Told me
Me
that
You
too.
too, Melinda? You too? See, I have my test on Friday, my DEXA on Friday.
yeah,
So,
Mm-hmm.
that's the test. But
yeah.
they told me my calcium levels and my calcium and D.
So you got to take the calcium and vitamin D together. The vitamin D helps the bones actually
Right.
absorb the calcium that you're taking. If you're taking calcium without vitamin D, it's not really helping you.
Oh.
So you have to take
Yeah.
those together. And I do 2 20-minute circuit training workouts with a trainer here with with special equipment that gives you resistance the whole 20 minutes. And I was kind of worried because my grandma on my mom's side, my mom, my aunt, they all had osteoporosis, but they were all petite. And I look like my dad's side of the family, and those women are, shall we say, a little more robust. And so, but anyway, and so I thought, I don't have to worry about this. I don't look petite like my mom and that side of the family. And I was wrong.
Well,
And so, yeah, so that, it is, you have to be diligent about it. And I am. I mean, I make the time, and with it being just 20 minutes, it's, I had to do something that fit into my insane schedule, and I made it work. And so I'm a big believer in it. My doctor was really happy. In fact, she called me herself and said that it's so rare that I get to, give this kind of good news. I wanted to call you myself. So I felt really great about that. So
well,
yeah,
this
I
is
mean, you
weird
can do it.
Twice a
The
week?
strength training, cardio is one
because
thing.
I've been training all along. So
It's twice a week.
but once I took
Mhm.
that fall, I've been kind of the last 12, 14 weeks now. Yeah, I've been off because I can't train.
Sure.
And and I just had my DEXA like a couple of days ago. And when
Yeah.
that came back, I was kind of shocked. What do you mean? I'm in, so yeah, I've got to go get all of the
Yeah,
calcium.
that strength
Okay.
training is crucial. More and more
Yeah.
doctors are saying if you do
Yeah.
nothing else, strength train.
Yep.
And
I
it's
need
not,
to do that,
cardio.
and I need to get rid of Fluffy. So
it's,
Tori's helped me.
I can help you with Fluffy. Yes, ma'am. I got something
Yeah,
for
getting
you.
back to what you were saying
I
earlier,
got
Tori.
Fluffy.
They say inflammation is keeping us
Inflammation.
from being
It's
great.
all inflammation, candida yeast,
It's
all that.
not
And
hearing you.
you mentioned
I'm not hearing you.
my mother
That's
before she
another topic.
died was
And I have
plagued
to
with.
do resistance training.
Yes,
But
you do.
I kept myself so busy. Marquita knows how busy I've been. I've been in 2 different clubs, the vice president of one, doing all the events. Oh my
Oh, we
God.
thought you were talking
And
about the
it's like,
Saturday
what
night
about
club in
me? I
Naples.
loved it.
No,
I loved it. But I need time for me.
that's
The
right.
healthy part.
That's
And
right.
people say, oh, what are you going to do now? Are you going to start this? You're going to do that? It's like, no, I'm going to carve out time for me, which is difficult to do because I had the foot issue. So walking for me is very difficult, but I can ride one of those bikes.
Well,
And
the
I think
strength.
I can do the strength training. So it's time to
Yeah.
start.
So the
Yeah.
strength training is not free weights, guys. The free weights it's good to do that, but the strength training actually is working on your joints. Yeah, it's machines. It's like a machine that you have to go to a gym or somewhere for. So with that kind of equipment.
Right.
But you can do it. I mean, I was like, but you can do that. I've lost 15 pounds since March.
Awesome.
The old fashioned way.
Wow.
Exercise and diet. What a crazy idea. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, like I told my
see that
husband,
you
I lose
lost
2
weight.
pounds, I'm doing my happy dance. 2 pounds, that's a big deal.
Yes. A win, a
It
win.
is.
So
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but
So I can
not to
do
say
it.
strength training is not important. But
I
yeah,
can
that's
do
what Jerry's
this.
always telling me. I got to get to the gym and
Guess
do
what,
all those.
Marquita? You
do
might
all
be
those
going to
things.
the gym with me, girl.
Girl, it's like, and we have a gym right here on the complex. But what's so funny? It's like, I'm like, are these people washing their hands when they touch this equipment? I'm the
Yeah,
we're
I've seen it
here at
before.
home.
Oh my God.
I
Bring
always
me
wipe it
over one
myself.
day. I'll get you started.
Okay.
We'll wear
Okay.
gloves.
And one of these days, that's what I'm going to order on the app. Yeah, I'm going to order some gloves. I really need gloves. Then I'll feel better. Because,
Oh my God.
about picking up and push, And I used to love that machine where you sit down and do this with your
Yeah,
legs.
the feet. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's one of the machines I use
Oh,
on a regular
okay.
basis. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I got to do
Okay.
all that stuff.
Do
Okay,
you
we're going to get back
recommend
into this. I
having a
love
personal trainer?
I do, if you
I
can,
totally
it's just to start out at least, so
Okay.
that they can show you how to use this stuff. And if you can
Okay.
afford it, I would go to a place where you can do it. Guys, I've got to roll, but this has been
Yes,
great.
I
yes.
do
So
We're,
great
too.
we're
seeing
about we're all
everybody.
of us are gonna roll. So
Okay.
thank you so much, guys. I love the way the conversation went from Thanksgiving to the ageless aging journey, because that's what it's all about, right?
I have to
And
leave too.
so thank you guys so much, and cheers for being on here, and have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.
You
And
too.
blessings galore, and here's to healthy aging and joyful living, and we'll reconnect again real soon. Love you guys.
You too.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Nice to meet you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm trying to figure out how to end the stream. There it is. End the stream.
Bye-bye.
Here we go again.
Me too. I'm trying to figure out too. Like, where is it at?
There we go. Okay. Yeah,
I
in the
don't
stream.
even
Yes, in the
know.
stream. In the stream.